So today we are going to talk about the language that unlocks limits, that unleashes potential and positive possibilities. And the reason this is so important is because if you want to be a masterful creator and more easily and effortlessly create and attract what you want in life, then you want to master the language of a masterful creator. So let's do this. Hi, my name is Elari Onawa, and I am a life on purpose coach. I've been doing that since 2003, and I'm also the author of Just Believe: How Faith in Yourself Shifts Everything. So if you like the subject matter and you get a lot out of this video, if you get a nugget, leave a comment, and by all means subscribe to this video. And if you click the bell, you will also get an alert every time I upload a new video. So let's talk about the language that unlocks limits, that gets you unstuck, that helps you develop the skills of a masterful creator so you can create more of the wonderful things that you want in life, and to do that with more joy and less effort. And, let's throw away the hardship, okay? So let's do this. So let's start with, we create in language. In physical form, that's how we create. That is our starting point, whether we verbalize and speak our words, or whether we're thinking them, we create in language. So a lot of the mythology and even the ancient mystery schools would teach about the power of language, and they would understand that it is very much like your magic wand. Language is where it all starts. Whether you're calling it your thoughts or how you speak or what you're talking about to your friends, or what you're mentally rehearsing, there's language associated with that. So the language is the starting point. It is like the spell that we use. It's the magic wand that we use that gets the energy moving either in the direction of what we really want, or it creates blocks and hardship and, more effort than is necessary. So it's really important to remember that we create in language. And some language then will unlock potential and let your things come to you very easily and quickly, while others will slow the process down or even stop it altogether. Some language that you use will actually create a cross current, so that it's like driving with one foot on the brake and one foot on the gas. So you say you want something, but then you speak about it not showing up or it being hard. So let's look at some specific examples, so that we can, have the easy breezy way and the fun way and the joyful way of playing in the sandbox of time and space and creating what we really want in life. Okay, so I put together some examples for you of language that will limit you and language that sets you free and allows those wonderful gates to open up and the support and the ease to come, and that also allows you to manifest what you want faster and easier. So if you look at the slides, I will show you the limiting language and the setting you free language, the fun language, the having language of having and allowing. We create a feeling associated with the language that we use. So everything starts here with the words that we choose to use, and we can choose those words with purpose, right? And the other side of that is, as you see how what the impact is on language and what you feel, then you really start to get that you are getting guidance all day, every day from, the soul aspect of you. Because when you feel worry or anger or frustration, for example, what we associate as, negative feelings, that is telling you that you're using language that's not going to help you produce the results that you really want. That's not going to help you move into divine right action, okay? But when you're feeling happy, enthusiastic, energetic, when you have more energy in whatever way that manifests for you, when you ask for something, it's given that you're going to have it. And the language that we use is what allows us to cultivate that. So let's get back to the examples that I told you I was going to that I was going to share. So here's the language that limits you is I can't afford it. Okay, so you want to move something like I can't afford it to let's create this. Because remember, whatever we speak into existence, we're just broadcasting that message like a radio station. So to move into the language of having, into the language of ease, then you would move something like I can't and insert whatever unmet goal you have. I can't, for example, have the relationship of my dreams, or I can't seem to get my business, moving in the direction that I really wanted to. Whatever we speak, whatever we habitually cultivate, we are in the process of creating. So we would move from I can't to of course I can. Of course I can have this. Of course I can choose this. See the difference? And as I'm sharing this with you, just tune into also the difference in the energy and which one is giving you hope and joy and possibility and making you excited, and which one is creating a feeling of, despair or hardship. That'll tell you very quickly whether the language you're using and the thoughts that you're habitually thinking are helping you or hindering you and what you want. Another example, I don't know how. Change I don't know how to I will learn as I go, or I have access to all that I need. Of course I can figure it out. See the difference? You're speaking what you want into existence. You're cultivating it. Here's another example. I'm not sure to I am so clear now. I know exactly what I want. Another one, I'm not ready to make the leap, or I'm not ready to get out there yet. Okay, move I'm not ready to, because if you're broadcasting I'm not ready to, you'll never get there. You'll never be ready. So move that into, okay, let's do this. I'm getting ready. I'm willing to be ready. Let's do this. And you are actually, with those words, with that language, like a magic wand, you're creating I am ready. If you say I'm not ready, then you're creating I'm not ready. All right, let's look at another example. I don't have. Therefore, if you don't have something, you will not receive it, okay? Because again, you're broadcasting I don't have. I don't have this relationship I want. I don't have the ability to figure this out, or I don't have, insert your heartfelt dream or desire. Move from I don't have to I've got this, it's mine. I've got this, it is mine now. I'm choosing this. Feel the difference. What are you broadcasting and able to receive when you say it's mine? I've got this. Guess what happens? It's yours. Awesome, yay, okay. All right, let's talk about complaining. Okay, there's a lot of that going around, especially if you watch the evening news. But complaining is actually affirming and using your magic wand, your language, to create what you don't want. Because anytime you're complaining about something, you are actually affirming that you want it. You're broadcasting, you're tuning into that complaint. So if you complain about the weather, then you're not going to feel good about the weather, and the weather is not going to improve. Literally, we co-create with nature because we're part of nature, okay? If we complain about what somebody else is doing, then guess what? We're going to amplify in our experience. We're going to attract more of that. If we complain about what we don't want, we're feeding what we don't want. So instead of complaining, we move to, now this is what I choose. This is what I'm going to cultivate. This is what I love and appreciate. We start to notice evidence for things that we love and appreciate. And guess what? When we do that, we attract more of what we love. So no more complaining. That is exactly the opposite of what we want to do when we want ease and joy, and when we want to amplify what we do want and have more of what we want instead of less. Here's something that I hear people say a lot, and it's something along the lines of, if it's meant to be, it'll be. Okay? And on the one hand, I know that makes you feel better. On the other hand, it's kind of like saying, I don't have any control over whether I get it or not. And that's not the language of your soul. And remember, your heartfelt dreams and desires, that is the language of your soul. It's calling you forth to who you truly are and what you have the capability of experiencing. So your soul, from a soul perspective, you're not going to say, if it's meant to be, it'll be. You move into, I am choosing this, and I am allowing myself to easily have this, or I am allowing myself to have this in the best way possible for me. Woohoo! Okay. All right. If you ever hear yourself, I'm worried about, now you're cultivating what you don't want. So rather than say, I'm worried about this or that happening, you move into, I love and appreciate, because love and appreciation cannot exist with worry. They're two totally different frequencies. So you move into what you love and appreciate. So rather than feeding what you don't want, which is what worry is, it's a signal, it's a signal that you're afraid something's going to happen. So you're basically scaring yourself. So, but when you move into what you love and appreciate, and you focus on all the wonderful aspects of your life, guess what happens? You get more wonderful aspects, right? 2 thumbs up on that one. All right. So if you say, well, what if this fails? If you entertain that in language, guess what? You're telling your mind to look for evidence of failure and what will happen if it fails. You're tuning into failure. You would move out of what if this fails, and you would move into what if this is successful? What if this is the best experience I've ever had around XYZ? What if this was fun and easy? See the difference? You are using your language as you intended, as the magic wand that it is. Now let's move into they're wrong. Or how can they believe that? Okay, there's a lot of blaming and divisiveness in our culture today. So if you move out of, if you play along with that divisiveness and you push against anything you push against, you're feeding. Okay, so if you say, well, they're wrong about that, you're actually tuning to the vibration of that, okay, of that unwanted perspective, okay? Instead, use that perspective as a clarifier for what you really want, and move into, with language, with your magic wand, move into what it is that you actually want to experience and cultivate. So they're wrong about this would now become everyone gets to choose. Isn't that great that we all get to create our own reality? And isn't it awesome that that choice doesn't affect me? It doesn't have to affect me at all. And by the way, that is a spiritual truth. Everyone gets to choose. You get to choose, they get to choose, and you all get to experience your individual realities along with the other people that are in the same frequency, that are using the same type of language, that are creating the same types of perspectives and events. So feed what you want. And all right, let's look at one more. I don't have the time. Okay, guess what? If you use your magic wand, your language to say, I don't have the time, you are going to create not enough time. And even the things that you can do, let's say in 5 minutes, will now take you 20, okay? Because you're feeding that. You're telling your mind, you're telling your body, you're telling the universe, I don't have the time. So you would move from I don't have the time to I am willing to believe that it's easily possible. I'm willing to have more time. I'm willing to let time open up. I'm willing to believe I can get this or have this in this allotted time. Do not let any external condition or a previous belief or a previous thought affect your present moment reality. Because guess what? Now you can see that you can easily change the language. You can move into the language of a masterful creator. And guess what? That means that you can easily create more of what you want, that you don't have to struggle, you don't have to suffer. And something that I will do also, and I'll leave the link in the description box in the video, is I will leave you a link where you can download a cheat sheet that actually gives you some of the examples that we looked at today. So there you have it, using the language of unlimited possibility of a masterful creator. All right, I'll see you later. Bye for now.